Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Um, I just saw, well, not just saw, I saw it before the show. Terrence Crawford might be signing with PBC, and it's just a rumor. It, that'll be interesting because at the end of the day, Bob Arum owns his belt. Bob Arum is getting a free ride on this one, man, and you got to understand this that Al Heyman knows this because I don't. You guys say, well, he's gonna get a unification, yeah, but at some point they got to have a WBO mandatory, right? There's no more unifications. Do you understand what I'm saying? And Bob Arum will take great pride in honing the WBC and the WBO to work on his behalf. Remember, the WBC created the the what you call it champion, the the franchise champion. The WBO, as we know, is Bob. So Bob gonna have two cracks at it, and Al Heyman knows that. And uh, this shit is gonna be interesting, though. It's just amazing how Bob Arum has his hands in everything, man. And he just sits back and he's just playing. He's just playing. But I'm willing to bet Al Heyman knows this, and he has to figure out a way to be more clever. But it's gonna be challenging, you know. But anyways, I just wanted y'all to be aware of that because people just saying, "Oh, who's he gonna fight next?" Will Al Heyman take the risk and really sign him? Think about it. Really, really think about it. You know what I mean? Because they can't fight before November. And guess what? His mandatory is going to be due. Y'all got to wake up, man. This is why I am the genius, man. This is why. Because y'all are just saying, yeah, he's going to fight Keith Thurman next. Who going to pay for the fight? Terrence Crawford, not. And even if they do fight, does Al Heyman want to pay those salaries? Al Heyman doesn't want to pay for two black fighters in the ring anymore. It's too expensive. Have you if Charles Martin and Luis Ortiz is on pay-per-view, why would Al Heyman pay for Keith Thurman versus Terrence Crawford? Two guys who have been lackluster on pay-per-view. You guys are jumping the gun. You guys got to understand the business of boxing as well. You guys are jumping the gun as fans, and this is why y'all need to come to my channel and learn so I can teach y'all. Y'all just run with the narrative. Run with the narrative. Who's he gonna fight next? But so let's say he does fight, whoever he fights, fighter A. His mandatories due. And Earl Spence can't be back before November, right? April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. They got to find a way to get that fight in before November 22nd or whatever date that is. I know it's an 18 months with the WBO, but I think that's on a signature basis. I think so. So I, oh man, this gonna get real sticky. This gonna get real sticky. Al Heyman doesn't want to pay for a mandatory. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. He doesn't want a Terrence Crawford mandatory. That's not what he's signing Terrence Crawford for. If he signs him, so you guys gotta see it from 50,000 feet, or just come into the barbershop. Because I got some DMs today. Oh, who's he gonna fight next? Y'all too linear. Y'all too linear. You got to think like Bob Arum. You got to think like Al Heyman. You got to think like Lou DiBello. You got to think like Eddie Hearn. Y'all thinking like fans. Y'all thinking like dumb fans. Will Al Heyman put up the $10 million to support Terrence Crawford to get the Earl Spence? He got to fight a voluntary, and he's going to be up against the clock against the mandatory because they're going to enforce the mandatory. Bob ain't playing. He called Bob Arum a racist, y'all. Oh, the mandatory will be due. Does Al Heyman want to pay for that mandatory? Think about it. Barbershop conversations, 9 wives. I know I'm a genius. 9 wives. And I'm never wrong. I'm never ever wrong. Ever. Um, 9 wives, May 19th, checks and balances. the film for the coaching. Barbershop Conversations. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.